sluts, welcome back to my channel, or hello if you're new. Today I thought it'd be interesting to do old Hollywood star beauty hacks. So you guys know I have my beauty hack series and I've done a ton of celebrities, so if you didn't know, I'll leave my playlist in the description box for you guys. But you guys requested this one. I recently stumbled upon an article by the Cosmo and they were actually saying a lot of beauty hacks that old Hollywood stars did, so I thought I would share it with you guys, and I also thought I'd test it out for myself, and there was some really interesting ones that I don't know, some are really good that I think I would use today, but some are a little bit weird for me. But let me know what you guys think. I'll link the article in the description box just in case if you guys are curious. As always, leave a comment in the comment section telling me which celebrity you want me to do next, or which one is your favorite old Hollywood star. I'm really curious. I feel like a lot of us are still inspired by them. But before I begin, there's this thing I do in every single video, and that is if you go over right now to my Instagram, you follow me, and you comment on my latest photo, tell me you're coming from this video, I will go spam you as long as your accounts are not private. But I'm gonna stop talking and let's just jump into the hacks. The first Hollywood star we're going to be looking at is Bette Davis, and this is something she used to do to keep her eyes super bright, and that was she would slice up 2 slices of cucumbers, apply it to those lids, and that would help keep her eyes really bright. And then she would go in with some petroleum jelly and apply it underneath her eyes. She would do this as well to get rid of any dark circles, so this is just how she kept her eyes looking bright and awake and alive and all that good stuff. The next Hollywood star is going to be the beautiful Audrey Hepburn, and this beauty hack is for your lashes. And basically what she would do after she applied her mascara is she would take a small pin and separate each lash individually to make sure there's no clumps and to give those fluttery lashes. I personally tried this and it didn't work that well on me, and I probably wouldn't take a pin. There's so many other things now that you can do to make sure your lashes are clump free, but this is something that Audrey just used to do back in the day. Next, we're going to be moving on to Gloria Graham, and her beauty hack is for the lips, and she was actually really insecure or self-conscious about her lips because they were super thin, especially on the top lip. So she would go ahead and take cotton balls or little bits of tissue and put it between her lip and teeth to give the appearance of a fuller and plumper lip, so a little lip chop, I guess. I tried this and it was honestly so uncomfortable and I would never do it, but it was just interesting to see how it worked. Of course, we could not forget about Marilyn Monroe, and she was most famous for her popular red lip, and a lot of work actually went into that red lip because her makeup artist would apply usually 5 shades of different reds. Of course, it would be like the darker reds on the outside and then the more lighter reds on the middle of the lips or the inside to give more dimension to her lips, but a lot of work did go into those red lips. The next Hollywood star is Grace Kelly, and a lot of us today think that Kim Kardashian was the starter of the contour, but actually Grace Kelly, I would say, is the starter of contouring because she did this long before. Although what she would do is she would take different shades of blush to create a contour. So she would take a lighter shade and apply it underneath her cheekbones, and then she would take a darker shade of blush and apply it onto the apples of the cheeks, and this just gave the same effect that we get when we contour our cheeks with bronzer. And as you guys can see, I just took a little bit of darker shades from my Pixie blush set, so I took more shades that are more peachy, not as pink, and it really did work, and I actually enjoyed this look. The next old Hollywood beauty star is going to be Carole Lombard, and she apparently got into a car accident and was injured in that car accident, which left her nose a little bit curved. So she believed that every time that she would draw a thin white line on her nose before she applied her makeup, it would give the appearance that her nose was straighter since it was a little bit curved because of the accident. So she would do this all the time. The next one we're going to be moving on to is Greta Garbo, and this is something she would do to her eyes to make them look more theatrical, and she would take some petroleum jelly and apply it to her eyelids underneath any dark eyeshadow. And I actually like this because I thought it was so much better than an eyeshadow primer, so I actually may use this again if I want my eyeshadow to last super long and be super pigmented as well, but she used to do this all the time. The next old Hollywood beauty star is Elizabeth Taylor, and this one's a little bit weird. I don't think I would personally do it, but she made it a habit of shaving her face because it would get rid of like the fine baby hair she would have, and it would give more of a facial glow, but I'm definitely not going to be doing this one. I have to admit that. And the last one is Ingrid Bergman, and this has to do with shaving as well. And she used to shave about 1 centimeter off her hairline, and so it could give the appearance of a larger forehead because back in the day, this wasn't really an uncommon thing. That is all for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to give that big thumbs up if you liked it. Click that subscribe button down below to join the Nicolette's Fam Jam, because your girl uploads every other day here on my channel. And as well as I hope you guys are having an amazing day, evening, or night whenever you're watching this. And I'll catch you guys in my next video. Bye!